The United States and Israel are launching airstrikes across Iran.
February 28th, 2026. Just before dawn, the skies over the Middle East erupted in light. Cruise missiles streaked across the horizon. Fighter jets roared above silent coastlines. Radar screens flickered to life across the Gulf. For a moment, the stillness of morning vanished, replaced by the sound of history accelerating. In this hypothetical scenario, the United States, working alongside Israel, launches a massive coordinated offensive against Iran. The Pentagon names it Operation Epic Fury. But within hours, what begins as a targeted strike transforms into something far more dangerous. Missiles hit foreign bases, drones cross borders, oil markets tremble. And suddenly, the world isn't asking if there is a war. The question becomes, how big will it get? In a televised address, President Donald Trump announces the start of what he calls major combat operations. He presents the mission as decisive, a move to eliminate nuclear threats and secure national interests. Warships in the Gulf unleash Tomahawk missiles. Fighter jets deploy from carriers and regional bases. The objectives are sweeping: destroy nuclear infrastructure, cripple missile production, neutralize naval forces. At the same time, Israeli forces under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu strike command centers and senior officials. This is not framed as a warning. It is framed as a turning point. The goal isn't simply deterrence. It is transformation. Iran's retaliation comes within hours. Missiles launch across the region. Drone swarms cross borders. Sirens ripple through cities as air defenses ignite the night sky. A U.S. soldier stationed abroad records a message home. "We thought it would be quick. Now nobody knows what comes next." Military analysts begin using a phrase not heard in years: the escalation ladder. Across the region, civilians feel the shift. A shopkeeper in Tehran shutters early. A family in Tel Aviv sleeps underground. A tanker captain reroutes in the Gulf. Within a single day, the battlefield spans multiple countries. This is no longer a localized strike. It is a regional crisis. The most controversial element isn't military. It's political. Washington signals that pressure could open the door for internal change in Iran's leadership. Supporters call it strategic. The real question isn't only how wars begin, it's how they end. Reports of civilian casualties begin surfacing. Hospitals fill, schools close. Fear spreads faster than information. Beyond the battlefield, the global economy reacts instantly. Iran sits beside the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical energy routes on Earth. Millions of barrels of oil pass through it every day. In global markets, fear moves faster than ships, and prices react within minutes. The United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres warns that escalation threatens global stability. Calls for negotiation return. But missiles speak louder than diplomacy. Some officials argue conflict was inevitable. Others believe diplomacy still had time. Operation Epic Fury combines three dangerous forces: direct confrontation, regional escalation, political destabilization. History shows conflicts in the Middle East rarely stay contained. What begins as precision often becomes unpredictability. Wars are not remembered for how they start. They are remembered for what they change. Whether this scenario ends quickly or becomes the opening chapter of a prolonged regional conflict depends on decisions being made far from the battlefield. Because the most dangerous wars aren't the ones that begin with explosions. They're the ones that begin with decisions.